You're listening to the Finchwood Discipleship Podcast. My name is Matthew, and as your host, my mission is to help you discover who God is and what it means to live as a citizen of His kingdom. Greetings, Finchwood. I'm really excited because this episode marks the beginning of the first official season of the Finchwood Podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed the introductory material, but now we're starting on a real series. I'm starting with what you could call the basics. The idea here is that some listeners might be brand new to Christianity, and look, we all need a starting point. This first series is intended to provide a good foundation, both in terms of our beliefs and our practices. When you build a house, a lopsided foundation will result in an unstable structure that risks being damaged or even collapsing altogether when it's tested later on. It's the same way with faith. If we get the basics right, we'll be able to safely build on them later without the whole thing falling in on us. Conversely, if you're not new to Christianity, this might be a great opportunity to inspect your foundation, so to speak, and see if it has any cracks that need to be repaired. Another analogy I could use here is that you have to learn your ABCs before you can use those same letters to read a book. And if you don't know the difference between P and Q, you'll probably end up misinterpreting what you read later down the road. I've known so many Christians who had misconceptions about the most basic tenets of Christianity, and their faith journeys were more difficult because what they didn't understand left them feeling confused or hurt, or at best, it just held them back from walking in the fullness of what God had for them. So, what is it that I want from you as the audience? The truth is that I have a few episodes planned out already, but I'm also interested in hearing your input. What do you think constitutes the basics of Christianity? What are the things that a new believer absolutely should know before anything else? I'm especially interested also in questions that you had or have as a new believer. Even if you've been a believer for a while, maybe you remember there was something that tripped you up in the beginning, something that you misunderstood. I'd love to address those topics if I can, along with any other questions you have about God, about the Bible, or anything else for that matter. My contact information is in the show notes, so please keep the ideas coming. And without further ado, let's begin. Thank you in advance for your feedback and for your ideas, and thank you for listening. You've been listening to the Finchwood Discipleship Podcast, conversations for people who want to be more like Jesus. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe now and consider sharing it with your friends. For more information about this episode's topic, or to continue the discussion, please consult the show notes. See you next time.